I have grown to love my pallet buster tool. We've done so many pallet projects throughout the years, and I have so many more dreamt up in my head. You can find such beautiful variety of lumber in pallets, and we were fans of free wood long before the hike in lumber prices. The kids wanted to plant a garden this year. I think it's such an important skill to have, but wanted to start small. We haul water, so it needed to be efficient at moisture retention and drainage. Easy to weed. I needed to be able to protect it from bunnies, deer, chickens, and from being trampled underfoot. I came up with this tiered and partially raised design. The tiered bed structure would provide partial shade during the day for the lower beds. I originally planned on building 2 towers, but settled for one as our window for planting got smaller and smaller. I adjusted my design and dimensions to work with the lumber that I had on hand. I recycled these 2x2s from some stilts that I built the kids years ago. These served well to construct my frame. Then I began attaching pallet slats to act as my walls and base of each garden bed. I lined the beds with a porous garden cloth. This helps hold my soil in and allows for moisture to drain out. I needed to add soil to my boxes. We actually have incredibly rich soil up here, so I filled each bed about 2/3 of the way full with our native soil. The remaining third was a mixture of our soil and some potting soil. Then for good measure, I did a 2-inch layer of potting soil across the surface of each planting box. Created some mounds and valleys, and then we were ready to plant. Keeping in mind, this is a very small scale garden, being our first garden up here and a total experiment at that. But the kids planted snap peas, green onions, chives, carrots, tomatoes, pumpkins, zucchini, and watermelon. We were beyond thrilled to see immediate signs of life in our little makeshift garden. We had decided to utilize a little patch of earth next to our structure as well that kept getting trampled on by kids and dogs, so I built a little twig fence to negate the trampling and protect that area. And it's done the trick. Now that plants are evident, we needed to protect them from chickens and other wildlife. And some lightweight hinge doors that could be lifted for easy weeding were necessary for my little helpers. I I also installed some chicken wire along the back of the top bed so that our peas would have something to climb as they grow. Then the peas can shade the other plants in that top bed. The chicken wire allows the plants to still be watered and receive plenty of sunlight while keeping all those lovely critters out. And of course, I always love a little personalized touch. Maybe next year I'll have the time and energy to expand our little operation, or at least build my second tower. But for now, we're happy with what we have to work with.